Hello YouTube, iFixItAll here, Team iFixItAll. Um, I decided to redo some spark plugs on a couple of my vehicles, and one of my spark plug kits came with, um, it was a kit like this that I had to put together. Like I had to put the ends on. The other kit came pre-cut and ready to go. That's all Napa had in stock, and I thought, well, that might make a decent informational video. So what I did was I salvaged an old spark plug wire and took it apart, and I'm going to show you how to do these ends properly, and also, especially if you don't have a lot of confidence in yourself about making the crimp on the end, how you can be confident that your work is going to be durable and professional and pretty close to OEM, if not exactly. The only ends I have left over right now is Chevrolet type ends or HEI type distributors. So I'm not going to use these ends here. I salvaged some Ford ends which have the spring steel clip integrated into the head that snaps over the spark plug. I don't know if you've ever seen that happen before, but there's a spring steel piece right here that keeps a lot of tension, squeezy, snappiness, so that when you put it on the plug, it snaps and stays put. These kind are hard to explain, but they work the opposite. I won't even get into it, but if you're interested, look at maybe Plymouth. I might not be right on Plymouth or Chrysler, but I know Chevrolet has a different kind of distributor cap. I'll just stick with the Ford, stick with what I know. These are a little bit more difficult to do anyway. No, that's not necessarily true. The crimping procedure is the same. What they give you is a bunch of wire and rubber ends, and you're expected to make your own cables. So this represents where I duplicated the length of two old wires here, and I made two new sets right here. Again, what we're going to do is I've taken an old spark plug wire. I've taken the ends off. I'll show you how to work with that. Integrate the rubber boots and these metal ends, get them attached. Let's go for it. First step you want to do is find something you can spray your spark plug wire with. But there's a string laying here on the workbench for a reason. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to find the correct orientation of the boot, which is this away for this particular style. The plug wire is going to have this boot on one end and this boot on the other. What I'm going to do is feed this string up into the boot. And fish it out if I can. See if I can get another tool. Hang tight. Okay, I'm back. Just need a little piece of baling wire. Shape that because I want to go fishing down in there. Get the string. I did that backwards. Dang it. There you go. Just loop it in half. Get it even on the other end. Tie it in a knot. There we go. Put this around your spark plug wire like so. Cinch it up. We're doing like a pull cord. Feed that end. Trim this up a little bit. That should be fine. Push that up into the... Oh, wrong boot. Push that up into the boot. Go fish. There we go. Just find it, try to hook into it. There we go. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. There we go. That might help a little. Alright, so now what we're going to do is add a little lubrication. I got simple green here. Add it to the inside of the boot. Get it started. I'll grab my needle nose here and wrap it several times to get a good grip. I'm going to pull the spark plug wire through. Hopefully you can see what I'm trying to achieve here. There's a reason why. There we go. Getting there. There we go. Now I cut off some. The string itself is wax cord. Undo my string. Now we've got our boot ready to go. Clean the end up a little bit. I'm going to use these to do my cut what I'm going to do is find the length of that center conductor is what you're after. Your center conductor needs to be sticking out like maybe a full inch or a little more than an inch. So factor that measurement in your cable length if you need to custom cut. I'm going to be using the biggest hole here, and I'm going to center up over top of, there we go, that's about how much I'm taking. And I'm going to center up the spark plug wire over top of that biggest hole right there, and I'll examine it to see if I nailed it. All right, so there, I only cut one time through. I'm going to check things out. Looks like it's breaking as I bend. Go over here, see if I get a similar result. And I didn't. I'll put that back on one more time. Pull. And there we go. So it's really easy to trim this spark plug wire stuff, but what you're after is you want to make sure you didn't damage, you didn't do a damage to the center. And this isn't really wire, it's something else. I haven't bothered to look it up, so I haven't learned that. But anyway, this is the part that's actually sending your coil voltage to your spark plug. But we have to integrate a connector. So this is where I'm going to try to zoom in where you can see a lot of that going on, the work I'm doing. Let's see, I need to be right in here mostly. So this is the connector that I need to use. And notice one of the first things you have to do is you have to fold this down and make sure you're in the right spot for where the connector gets placed. I like to put it just like that, just like OEM. Or actually, the final crib is going to be something that looks like that. That's the location of everything. But you have to get a shape going that allows you to crimp this. So I finished. Remember, I said earlier I'm recycling from another an old spark plug wire, so I'm actually reshaping this to pretend like it was a new connector that came out of the package, which would look something similar to this. What you want to do is right in on the very ends, you want to give yourself a little inboard turn. See what I'm doing? About a 3/16 of an inch down the end of the metal. A little inboard turn. See what we've done? Now I'm going to, what did I drop? Oh. My little go fishing pole. So what I'm going to do is slip this over by folding that back, put that on like this. I'm going to squeeze it together. So far we've just spotted it. We've just kind of spotted it in place. We've got it kind of like in a little bit of a bind right there. We're grabbing enough spark plug wire. There's a sufficient amount. And then you're going to target this crimp on your crimpers. For profiling of the crimp, we're going to have this roundy part right here on the back side of this connector, and with these two little arches like the McDonald's symbol. Each one of these arches is going to form that little bend I made. It's going to make it even more roll in and be a better fastener. I've been out of frame the whole time. Damn it. I have the back side of this, or this shape here is going to be on the back of the connector. Let me just show you. Let's see if this is even possible. Open up this camera stand a little bit better. Okay. You see what's going on there? See how it's trying to it's gonna take the metal and roll it as you crimp it. Find that sweet spot. Don't go haywire. Gently do it a few times. Massage it in place. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. It's starting to shape up. Oops. Now I'm going to go for the gusto, and I'm going to try to finish her off. I'm at the end-ish, up close to the spark plug area. Notice my jaws are really far apart. That tells me how much room I'm going to be crimping. Squeeze that some. There we go. Again, this is the die you need to do this type of connection fair and proper. The die meaning the type of crimp you're looking for. So you get the general idea. I'm going to finish it off on my own out here where I can see better. Like that. There we go. Alright, so there's a true and proper looking crimp. It's all massaged in and real tight. And also, that little piece right there, that black part that's going to carry the spark, is under a significant bind with the metal. It's touching real well. And what I'll do is get my cutters and I will trim any excess off. Like so. Okay. And then Let's see. Now I'll take some simple green. You could use water. I don't recommend oil. And there's a lot of reasons why. That oil will take a little while to bake off, but I don't think you ought to be using oil in this. Just use your water. And then you can grab this and pull, and bam, she's seated. See if we can get some light on it. It's in the proper spot. Anyway, what we achieved there by using the string was we weren't reaching, trying to fight the boot on, and then grabbing a hold of the metal connector with needle nose to finish trying to pull it through and all that. It was less trauma on the most important part of your spark plug wire, which is the ends and the ends integrity. So I'm going to do another one, a different style. 90-degree plug. Get my string again. This is called wax cord. I'm just doing this right here. Cinching it tight. I'd say about a ½ inch down or so. I'll put this up inside this connector. And I got me a piece of baling wire here that I can just go in here and go fish. Okay. Add some lube to the inside of the connector, some on the wire. Slide that up on the wire like so. And pull. There we go. We're on. Get the string to let go. I'm going to get rid of the area that I just traumatized. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to choose the largest opening. Get centered. Maybe make a couple of chops. Bend it. Bend it. There we go. Check things out. Make sure my spark carrying conductor is not damaged. Get my other connector. Oh, I gotta make my little pigtails, the little oops. See what I did there? Okay. Feed that down there as best I can. Get it up in that general vicinity. Like that. Maybe use a different pair of pliers if you want. Which I think I will. Oh, I could try these. There we go. Got her started so far. I'm using the double hump right there to finish rolling the two ears that I made right here and here. And I don't have any trim work to do on the back because that conductor was stripped properly. So then I add some lubricant. And then pull like hell. Oh, that went real easy. Start to guide your direction because you want this to be, this opening oriented correctly. There we go. Getting somewhere. There we go. There. There's a lot of massaging work to do when you get these done, but there it is. There's my connector down in there. So there is a ready to go spark plug wire if you have to make your own ends. Hope you enjoyed. You guys have a great day, and looking forward to a new year with you all. See ya.